Welcome to day 12 of the Daily Doodle December Challenge. Before we dive into our doodle, I always like to pause to fully arrive and get grounded. We'll do that with 3 breaths together. Eyes can be closed or gaze soft. Hands resting in the lap or one hand on heart, one on the belly. We'll inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale with a big sigh out of the mouth. Arriving right here, right now. Inhaling again through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Letting go of any tension in the body with the out breath. And one final big breath together. Exhaling again. This time releasing with the out breath any thoughts or worries. Setting them aside for now while we doodle. So today's doodle is a very simple one. We're doing snowflakes or asterisks. So we're going to do about 3 of this size, roughly. Could be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, depending on the thickness of your pen. Probably can't be too much smaller, or it will be difficult to make the little circles on the ends of the sticks. I'll do one more like that. Today's doodle is super simple. And then we'll come in and fill in some of the other space with smaller ones. We won't be putting circles on the ends of these. Now, if you are working with just the black pen and not adding any color, you might keep going and add in more, smaller and smaller. But I'm going to leave a bit of space empty because I'm going to be coming back in with silver in a minute. So that's it for the black. Now, as I say, you could keep going. If you were not adding color, you could add a black circle in the center of the big ones. I'm going to be adding color first with pencil crayon today. I was just saying yesterday, I think, how I haven't been enjoying using pencil crayon on these daily doodles as much as I've been enjoying using the marker and gel pens. But really that's because I've been doing a lot of like really fine little bits of coloring where the fine tip marker and gel pens work amazing. For a big expanse of coloring like this, pencil crayons are fabulous. So I'm going to use 2 fairly similar shades, but slightly different, just to kind of add a bit of variety here. And I'm noticing that they're both about kind of the same intensity. One's just a little more green, I would say, and the other one's a little more blue. And I'm not going to go super dark with these. And you'll notice I just colored right over top of everything, because when I go back in now with my silver gel pen to color in these dots, it'll go right over top of the color, the blue coloring or the green pencil crayon. So I'm just going to boop, boop, fill in the centers of all of these. I was just taking a peek back at what I had done on the sample to remind myself. And I'm going to put dots in the centers of these ones. And then I'm going to come back in and add some silver ones. Little itty bitty tiny ones. Anywhere I can find a little bit of space. Just pop one in for some extra sparkle. So that is it for today's doodle. As I said, super simple. Now I will color in my tracking star for the day. And then I will show you my other samples. So we've got the green page, green and gold. And then we have the larger blue and silver. So there you have it for today. Thanks for doodling along with me. And I hope to see you tomorrow for some more doodling to de-stress.